Your somatic healing and nervous system regulation techniques may be less important than the mindset that you bring to the techniques. So I'll explain that in this video. And I learned on my journey that it takes a bit of grace and a bit of a dance to make the techniques really begin to work themselves deep into your unconscious mind so that you can recover from nervous system dysregulation, chronic pain, anxiety, panic, and all of those other mind-body conditions, which are just protection sensations coming from your unconscious mind. I'm Healing Wolf, here to sail with you across the ocean of recovery. I'm a professional neuroplastic pain, anxiety, and panic coach, but I work with myriad conditions. You can read about them on my website, healingwolfcoaching.com. And on my own journey, at one point I was bedbound, I was desperate, I was learning techniques, and I was pushing those techniques with an attitude of, this technique better work, it better get me better. I was trying to force the techniques. I wasn't relaxed into the techniques. And it took me a while, I don't know how long, maybe 6 months, to realize that the mood that I brought to the techniques, the lightheartedness I brought to the techniques was so powerful in my somatic healing. Because if I brought the right attitude and brought the right mood, the techniques just flowed. I didn't even have to think about them that much. I could just relax into it. So for example, visualization. Visualization is something where I've had clients say to me, oh, I can't visualize. So I teach them to visualize. And visualization is more like daydreaming, letting your mind relax into an exploratory mood, into a mood of just allowing that river of consciousness to bloom into beautiful scenes of your future, of what you want, of what's coming for you. So you could come to visualization with a regimented attitude, almost like it's a workout. Like, oh, I'm going to visualize for 10 minutes, 3 times a day. I'm going to write down what the visualization was and make sure I'm on track. You can even meditate with that attitude, and you won't get as far. You won't get as deep. Because if you're coming with an expectation, it's paradoxical, but if you're coming with an expectation that this technique, or even this coach, or even this medication, whatever it is that you're working with, has to work, you're creating this pressure, and you're almost coming at it with a negative attitude around it. Even if you want it to work, if you're coming with a mood of forcefulness versus gentleness, right? You want to really relax. You want to float. A lot of people say, oh, I just pushed through. I pushed through my somatic healing practices. I just went through the motions, basically. I'm teaching a whole bunch of, in recent videos, I'm teaching some nervous system, vagus nerve reset techniques. And if you come to those techniques with an agitated, type A, get it done, performance kind of intensity, then it's unlikely you're going to get as much out of them. If you come with a more Rastafarian mood, right? I just saw, and I know there's marijuana involved in that, and I don't advocate that. That's not a drug for me. But that attitude of Irie, it's a relaxed attitude. You know, you're in the Caribbean, everything is all right. Like Bob Marley's song, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing gonna be all right. This practice, that practice, just keep going. It's more about consistency and a lighthearted mood. So look at your practice and drop a comment. Let me know if you've been bringing intensity to it, or if you've been bringing lightheartedness and a relaxed mood. It might take you a little bit of time to get into that relaxed mood, which is why deep meditators meditate a longer time. It might take you a few minutes to get deep, to slow your breathing, to get into that mood of recovery, and then bring the techniques in. Then do the techniques. Maybe you can listen to some music. Maybe you could sip some tea, build a little ritual around it. Sit or lay down or be in a space that just feels nurturing to you, a space with some plants, right? Some plants and maybe you lay out in the sun and let that sunshine just pour through your eyes. Close your eyes and let the sunshine pour through your eyelids and just feel a relaxed feeling. So there are lots of ways to generate that mood, but find your way to it. Find your way to that mood, that floating, relaxed mood, rather than that intense pressure, get it done type of mood. Because for a lot of us, recovery is about unlearning that kind of way of being that we've got to be these taskmasters in order to survive. We learned, usually I did as a kid, that you got to do everything right. You got to get good grades. You got to take care of, do your chores, or else you're going to get violence. You're going to get cast out of the home. You're not going to get dinner, whatever. So our nervous systems need to feel like, hey, I'm good, I'm all right, and then do the techniques. If you need a somatic healing practice recording for free, head to my website, healingwolfcoaching.com, and sign up for my newsletter. You'll get a free download of that with the email that goes out. It's automated, and then you can download that. And you could also book a consult. If you're ready to work with a coach who knows how to get you through, who knows how to accelerate your recovery, then I'm your healing wolf. I'm here for you. And check out some other videos. Please subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell. I know you can do this. I have faith in you. I love you. I'm rooting for you. So keep going. I'll see you in the next video.